welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are thrilled to once again return to the gateway to the West, the proud city of St. Louis, Missouri. Tonight we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one on tap, as it'll be the Lumberjacks of Brooklyn taking on the Blues of St. Louis. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys coming in, winning 3 of their last 4 games. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Second and 11. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. When you look at this defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better? That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give them a good 10 yards on the return. And they will take over first and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. The Lumberjacks offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 61 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Banks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Brooklyn.
On 1st down, it's Banks. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Come on. Hey.
They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Open man, that's Ronnie Bell. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
1st down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got his tight end, that's Lyman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Caught here by Bell. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw out play action. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. While they work this near the 5, he'll be stopped at the 6. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
At the 6-yard line.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. For the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here, and now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. A look there at the numbers a week ago for Allen. 13 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame, he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Come on, go.
He finds his man, complete. It's Atkins. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. St. Louis football here to begin quarter number 2. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll look to throw again. He'll try and do this himself. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Ready?
Now Allen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
At the 2-yard line.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Got it. Ready?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Ready, ready.
Allen is in for a touchdown. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Blues 7.
A 10-play drive that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs. But sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they're certainly playing their best football of the year.
That's caught. Jack Besh with it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Bell. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd
Here we go,
and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and run for it. And he is going absolutely nowhere in the wrong direction. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Off the bootleg. Rhodes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Let's go now.
Now a first carry for the fullback. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Brings up
They'd like to
third
avoid
down.
punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end Ryman. And he's brought down.
10 yards. And up Brooklyn. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Brooklyn.
They'll look to throw here. Throw left side, complete. That's Banks. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. Slant route complete to Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Come on. Cougar 19.
2nd and 6. And he's got it. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
19.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lumberjacks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score, Lumberjacks.
That time a 9-play drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Rhodes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. 70 lines.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Rhodes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking to throw. Rhodes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Rhodes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
That ties the game.
So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Godden. And he's up a Across the 25 and down at the 28. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
45-yard line.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that poster out there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking left side, and it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 7. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And off balance slow there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Come on. 70 tip.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
At the 12-yard line.
Back to throw. Rhodes. Allen here on the screen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 4-yard line.
Now a carry for Allen. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Go.
They'll run for it. This is Allen. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Thanks. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Up the middle they go. Fulton. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. That's to the left side, pulled in by Besh. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. And a St. Louis 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready, go.
Now a toss play. Allen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Ventrell Miller, the one to bring him down. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
On the give, it's Vidal. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Ready,
so on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run with Allen, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They stay on the ground with Allen. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Yeah, they aren't able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From a yard out. And the Blues have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
17. Lumberjacks 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. That is caught downfield. It's Besh. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down.
On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side, caught by Ryman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
First down.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Hold me ready. Let's go. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Come on, come on. Hey. Move it, my team.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Here we go on 4th down. And this time he is in. Yes. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lumberjacks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
The kick is good.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. Tyree Wilson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
60.
Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Rhodes. He'll try and do this himself. That is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And on now is the punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied. The 4th quarter.
Ready?
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bell. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Cowboy 80.
Now a handoff up the middle. Banks. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd and 4. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down 24-17. 1:52 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away. And incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Now he's going to step up and run. He finds his man complete. That's Atkins.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as understand where they are on the field.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Come on, set. 19-18. Ready,
Back to throw. Finding Allen. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little Gain. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A 6-yard loss.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Blues are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
24-24.
So the drive there took 6 plays. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
The 18-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Now the try here for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. He'll look to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw. Well, this taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for a Brooklyn.
Now they'll audible to something else. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
It's a gain of 23.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout.
First down.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
The Brooklyn first down.
Ready, set.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Nice.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.